Beginning of 2012, I was in Sabah, which is the Malaysian part of Borneo in Southeast Asia, and I came up with the idea for a large art collaborative. Now, the idea was to work with the British charity Raleigh International and the Malaysian Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Environment. It was a multi-leveled art creative. The first thing we did was called Art in New Places. Now, so I went through the National Archives at the National Gallery and selected 20 works of art that we then had reprinted, and we took them out to these remote villages. The second thing we did was called One Kampong, One Campus. Now, Kampong means village. Essentially, it was one village, one canvas. These canvases were 9 feet long by 4.5 feet tall.
People, help the people, and if you're homesick, give me your hand and I'll hold it.
We laid these canvases out, and using the inspiration from the artwork that we took out to the villages, they then were given free rein to paint on this canvas for the first time ever for some of these guys. And
oh, and if I had to bring, I'd be cold as a stone and rich as a fool. It turned all those good hearts away. God knows what is hiding in this world of living.
the villagers came together, all of them, from newborns all the way up to the elders of the village, and they came out and they painted together and they worked with the team from Raleigh International.
In those weak and drunken hearts, get us alone in this game, knocking. No one needs to be alone, no singing. People, help the people, and if you're homesick, give me your hand and I'll hold it.
The third thing we did was called the Big Picture. The Big Picture was a 4.5 feet tall canvas, but it was 40 feet in length, so it was absolutely humongous. And we took this out to the 3 villages, and they each had a section to paint. So once we had this canvas 40 feet long, painted on by the small villages, we then took it back to the National Art Gallery, because there was lots of white around it. That was then blended by Sabahan artists. The first thing we did was we took art from artists out to the villages. Then they used this as an inspiration to paint on the canvases, and then we took this canvas back to the art gallery to be painted on by the people that inspired it originally. So on this one canvas we have people from 3 different remote villages, from 13 nationalities, and painted on by famous artists in Sabah, all on one canvas. That's nearly 300 people. Bringing communities together from around the world, bringing people together and watching their faces as they painted together, they designed this together. They created some amazing works of art. In one district, we were working in Kampung Pantai and Kampung Lihing in some kind of a feud, some argument. But on this art day, both villages came together and they designed a canvas between them, and it was the first time these villages had spoken for years. So it really just shows what art can do with bringing communities together. So there are 3 things that we did. The final part of the creative is that all of these canvases along with the original artworks from the 20 pieces that we took out to the campongs, and prints from Raleigh International explaining the charitable work that they're doing out there, will be exhibited in the brand new art gallery when it opens later on this year in 2012. This art project brought together people from all over the world, to people that have never seen art before, people painting that have never held a brush before, and creating amazing works of art was an absolute privilege. Art on this level was able to transcend language and allow people to work together that may have never met before. The art project was a privilege to be part of, and something which I hope can be repeated maybe in other communities throughout the world.